Me. Can you guys hear me? Hang on, let me let y'all get in the room. No, I'm not going on camera. I am laying down. I am laying down being messy. So this is gonna be a quick little layback live. Hold on. Okay. Can you hear me? Can you guys hear me? Put a one in the chat if you can hear me. Ooh, I got the girls running amok. The girls are pressed. The girls are pressed. Okay, I see there's a lot of ones in the chat. A lot of ones in the chat. Yo, hello. What are you guys doing? Y'all, I'm just sitting here cracking up. When I tell you that I am laughing, honey, I just been sitting here cracking up. Like, okay, let me tell you why I'm cracking up. Stormisha is running amok. Stormisha, Stormisha, Storm, are you mad, girl? Are you mad? Are you mad? Big mad. Are you mad? Okay, it's been longer than a minute. Are you mad, girl? Are you mad? Are you mad, bitch? Big mad. Yo, I knocked everything over and went and laid down. This is entertaining to me. So, Stormisha Alizé Mokashe Jenkins is running amok. Okay, now look, the thing that annoys me with Stormisha, the thing that really annoys me with him is that he always want to try to make it seem like somebody is jealous. Stormisha, Montrez, jealous of what? Like, oh God, Stormisha, jealous of what? You see how I'm over here chill? I really got you in your feelings. Like, I really make y'all move. Like, y'all just be sitting there not doing nothing. And then Sean say jump. Y'all be like, how high? Ooh, I make y'all move. Storm, you need to private this live that you just did. You need to private this live. You didn't drop any receipts, or anything like that. So who cares? Like you said, he said the chat keeps saying he said your name. You ignoring him. I said you edited the video to the gods. You agreed. I just feel like okay, like I said, there is a possibility that you could have talked to Robert Sylvester Kelly. I did say that. Okay, grow. I said that. And I still feel like even if you did talk to him, you still stole her audio. Are you mad? Are you mad? I feel like you didn't get anything. Like, even if you did talk to Robert Sylvester Kelly, the predator. I mean, you sit here talking to a whole pedo, and I'm jealous that you talk to a pedo. Really? I don't want to talk to him. Who told you that? Stormisha, girl, I don't want to talk to him. We don't have nothing to discuss. What we got to talk about? Storm, girl, what do SeanDavieWay and Robert Steal Your Child, Sylvester Kelly, have to talk about? I don't want to talk to him. We don't have any. I love Delia. You have no idea, Stormisha. You were listening to Mandy Moore, and I was listening to Aaliyah, girl. You were sitting there learning the "I'm a Slave for You" routine by Britney Spears, and I was learning "Dust Yourself Off." I was learning "Try Again." It's a different story. Stormisha, girl, you was over there. Hold on, put my finger in my ear. Yeah, yeah. So, yeah, like you were over there doing that, and I was over there dusting yourself off and try again. So I'm a diehard Aaliyah fan. Okay. So with that being said, there is nothing, okay, that myself and Robert, Steal Your Churn, Sylvester Kelly have to talk about. Okay. You tried it. what, what? I just want to know. I just want to know if Robert Steal Your Churn, Sylvester Kelly, if Robert hides your daughter, okay, Sylvester Kelly called me, I'm going to cuss him out and hang. And it's going to be a good 15, 20-second cuss out. And I'm going to hang up. Okay? We don't have nothing to talk about. I'm going to want to know how that predator got my number in the first place. Okay? I'm going to be upset with that. I'm going to be angry. Okay? Because we don't have nothing to talk about. Now, I'm going to talk about him, but I don't want to talk to him. We don't have nothing to discuss. So what you sitting over there saying, oh, if they would have got the same interview, I don't want it. All money ain't good money. All exclusives ain't good exclusives. Like, I'm good. Like, absolutely, absolutely not. We don't have anything to discuss. See, this is the thing about when you're going to chase clout. Here's the difference. Stormisha, because this is why I hate when he compare himself to me, because there's truly no comparison and not in a I'm better than you way. No. My issue when he tries to compare himself to say, if I got that interview, that I would have went forward with it. Here's the thing. I have integrity behind what I do. He don't know who he is because he's for everything. Stand for something or fall for anything. He runs with anything. He is not an R. Kelly supporter. He does not sit over there and do consistent commentary on R. Kelly. Everything to him is a money grab. What is going to get him views? And that is why God don't like ugly, because just like in my title, ain't nobody over there watching that shit. But I'm supposed to be so jealous. Like his videos and those interviews went viral. They didn't. That stolen ass audio did not go viral. It did not. So for him to sit over there and say that Miss Natasha Simone, that what she did, it didn't make no numbers, then what does that mean for you? Because look at yours. Look at yours. You should have at least over 100,000 views on each one of those videos already, if you're even going to consider it being viral or you making ish pop. I'm so jealous of your interview that I would discuss it. You're weird. You're weird. You're weird. If I'm jealous of your interview, I'm not going to say anything about it at all to show no limelight on it. Stormisha, I have 100 about to be 105K. What are you talking about? Jealous of what? Jealous of what? You have a check mark, me too. You make money, me too. Like, what am I jealous of? See, here's the issue, and why we can't be compared, Stormisha, because your second time around coming out on YouTube was my first time coming around on YouTube. So you and I came out on YouTube, well, your second time around, and it was my first time, but again, we came around at the same time mattering, right? At that time, Stormisha, okay, from then to now, which is just a few years, from then to now, I have 100 and almost 5,000 subscribers, all self-made. You were built. You were built. So I feel like I'm doing damn good, Stormisha, for you and I to come out at the same time and not having a mentor. Yeah, you got to cut that. You got to stop making it seem as if Tasha K was not very significant in getting you where you are. She absolutely is. I did not have that. I had to rely on my talent, just like you have to rely on interviews. I don't have to rely on interviews. I rely on me. No mentor, no none of that. My talent, my personality, me being a bad bitch, something you would know nothing about. You and I are different. Stop comparing yourself to me. It's gross. It's gross. You're looking for love, bitch. I have it. You want a family? Bitch, I have it. The fuck? You want multiple cribs? Have it. Like, what are you talking about? You choose cars based off of who you see driving them. I wouldn't got a Beamer because that's what I wanted. No inspiration besides the car itself. I know who I am. Get here. Get here, buddy. Get here. Stop comparing yourself to me. It's gross. Like it really is. So there's no jealousy. Like cut it. Like don't do that. Sit over there and call me out of my name and stuff like that. I would prefer that. But to compare, there isn't one. There isn't one. Because if this was a race, you'd be miles behind me. Because you can only run a race alone. No one can help you run a race. That's you out there. Your feet, all of that. You. So if you and I were having an actual race, buddy, you be in the background. Don't ever play with me as long as that beige, hairy chest is going up and down. Yeah, don't play with me, buddy. Yeah, don't do that. Don't do that. Nobody's beefing. You're too old to be here. Let me block you. You too old to be here. You too old to be here. Yeah. Bye. Yeah, you too old to be here. Bye, sweetie. You too old to be here. That's all that means. That's all that was. You too old to be here. I'm 34. I know I'm younger than you. Yeah. Nuh-uh. Oh no. Ain't nobody older than me about to come tell me I'm too old to be doing something. Like, no, you got to make that make sense, sweetie. Oh no. My auntie ain't about to come at me about age. You were here before me, sweetie. Like, no. Ain't nobody that went to school with my mom. No. About to tell me I'm too old for anything. No, we too old. We too old. Because if I'm too old to be talking it, you too old to be listening to it. So yeah, we one of us got to go. And this is my channel. So one of us got to go. So again, hair flip. Like I said, jealous of what? Just you got to stop that. You got to come with something else. You got to stop that. Nobody's building off your back. You're boring. Like you're basic. You know, people can build on Tasha K's back. She's interesting. She definitely is. She's interesting. So yeah, you can build off somebody like her. But a bore, like you're a bore. Like literally, like nigga gross. Like stop doing that, please. Like if any calls, I don't get on these gaps or something. I don't know. Cuss me out. Do something like that. Do something more manly instead of sitting over there playing New York from I Love New York. Like I mean, gay much. Like I'm just like like let the gay can the gays have anything? Like like hair flip. Like can the gays have anything? I mean, he's sitting over there playing New York to prove a point, which she didn't. When he could have just easily just played the beginning of the audio. Like, I mean, but in order for y'all to hear the audio, y'all got to go over to Patreon to pay for it, you know, and all that. Go ahead. Go over there to Patreon to pay for the original audio. Like, you go right ahead. Like I said, again, you're pressed. Like, you're mad. Like, that's all. Hair flip. Like, you're upset. Like, respect what? Like, that's another thing too. Like, people, no, I don't have to bow down to him. I don't have to like him. That is fine. He don't have to like me. He said the interview is authentic. I think he's a thief. What about it? He's not going to check me. You're not going to check me. Like it's not going to happen. That's my opinion. In my opinion, I feel like he's a thief. What about it? Hair flip. I mean, what about who cares? And then he says, what else he say? Ooh, girl, he's over the big press. So he said, you know, the whole Jaguar situation, you know, him saying, you know, stating that that y'all say I'm chasing that he is, because that's why he said it. Because he's chasing it. He's chasing that Jaguar right energy. Again, most money he ever made in his life. So he says that he is. And then he's saying that we're mad. Sorry. Okay. Hair flip. Okay. So he's saying that we're mad because we have never. I'm sorry, I was cracking up. I was, girl, I was over here. I'm like, he's not funny. It's just, but the things that he's saying are, it's just laughable. It's like the audacity for a built bitch, for a build hoe, for a blow up doll, to be over here talking about us. Like, you're a blow up doll. Tasha K like literally blew you up. Like you're a blow up doll. You don't get to judge us. You don't get to do that. You don't get to do that. Like, hair flip. Like, you don't get to do that, girl. But he said, what he said was that scenario. He said, okay, stop laughing. So he said that we're jealous, that we didn't get his views, whatnot, like with, Jaguar, stuff like that. First of all, I could care less. And the reason I care less, because he said that he got, like the Jaguar got, Peace got 1 million views. When I have multiple videos that have over 1 million views on it, and it has nothing to do with having a celebrity be like literally involved within the situation. So it's like, it's like, you got to stop comparing yourself, because we don't compare. We are in 2 different lanes. Like, we're in 2 different lanes. You need guests. You are reliant on interviews. I am not. I don't have to interview people to be viewed. I don't have to interview people to go viral. I went viral off of my talent, editing a video together and making that video make sense enough for over 1 million people, for over 1.3, 1.4, something like that, people to make them talk and make it go to, like, don't stop. Like, let's not do that. I'm not comparing anything that I do, because that's another thing. If somebody to say I'm hating, if I was hating, I would have never brought the interview up at all. That's how, as a content creator, you hate on another one. You don't bring it up at all. Even with me naysaying and saying that the video is not authentic and that he stole and he this and he that, it's still sending traffic over there. Still sending traffic. Within 2 hours, we already reviewed over 10,000 views in the live that I just got done doing. So again, like, what are you talking about? If I was a hater, I wouldn't talk about the video at all. If I was so jealous, I wouldn't talk about the video at all. I got 100K. Like, I mean, why are you sitting here acting like I'm sitting over here with 15 subscribers hating? No. And again, my personality, my talent got me here. Nobody pubbed me and pushed me and constantly shouted me out and brought me on their channel with a bunch of followers and had me tag team interviews with. No. Stop it. It's not the same growth. Like, there's plenty of content creators that have been out here doing content, and it has been hard as hell for them to get their platform off the ground. So for somebody like Stormisha to act like Tasha didn't roll a red carpet out for him, it annoys me. It annoys me, that he does that. I don't like that. I don't like that. Stop acting like we showed up here together. Stop acting like we sat down and took the same test and got the same score. No, you had the answer key. You had an answer key on your desk. Stop. Even the other content creators that be flowing through his chat and going up on his panels and all of that and whatnot, y'all are getting it out of the paint. Not this nigga. He didn't do that. He didn't do that. So there's nothing for me to respect when it comes to him. What am I respecting? What am I respecting? Somebody that had help up the ladder? No, I'll pass. I'll pass. And it's not a grudge. It's just me being authentic. Doing YouTube is hard. It is not easy. Mattering on YouTube, becoming a name, pushing and pubbing yourself, it is hard. Like, it is not easy. So, and he know it's not easy, but he didn't have that road. Stop. I can't stand that. Like, don't do that. You were carried here. I had to walk. Like, stop it. Like, it's gross. Like, I'm just saying. I don't like that. Don't stop comparing yourself to me. Like, don't do that. I'd rather you talk ish or throw shade at me. That makes more sense. But to sit here and try to make it seem like we're equal, we'll never be equal. You could have 1 million subscribers. I'm still gonna have more subscribers than you. Like, I'm still like, that's how I look at it. It don't matter how far you is, like how far you go, you still cheated. Like, it's like it doesn't matter. None of these awards you get are authentically because of you. No, nothing. This plaque that's on the way, I earned. I don't have to thank a person. Like, no, because no one brought me here. No one. My subscribers, my moderators, those are the people that got me to where I got to. Not another influencer, or anybody like that. No, I got it out of the paint. Yeah, so somebody that did not isn't going to make, like, that's what we're not going to do. Like, it's like Nunu in the movie. What was that movie called? Well, he's Nunu. He is Nunu ATL. He Nunu. Like, you Nunu. No, you live in a mansion, but you down here with the bang and a pro-style gel and a beard, or renting skates, knowing that you can buy the rink. Like, it's like, girl, you're new. Like, you tried it. Try. You try. You try, sis. Like, that's what we are not about to do. So that's what I said. Don't compare yourself to me. He didn't drop any receipts, of course, throughout the video. So I still say he's a thief. Who gonna check me? I stand on what I say. Stormisha likes to sit over there. That's why I call him Stormisha. I call him Stormisha because he acts like, if he say our name, it's like you're letting, like, loser ass YouTubers come up here on your panel and you let them shout out their channels and stuff. And don't let to give a F about none of these people. But you'll let these fucking nobodies come up here, but the bigger content creators, you won't say their name. Like, you're gonna avoid saying the established, but it's like, what? Like, how is that shit? You're so backwards. Like, you're such a fucking loser. Like, I'm like, I have 104K. Why would I care if you say my name or not? Because if he say my name, then all of a sudden I'm gonna take off on YouTube. If he say my name, then all of a sudden I'm gonna have all of this clout. Nigga, I'm the reason you live. You went live because of me. I put stole audio in my title. Those titles didn't come to after me, sweetie. Like, you're live because of me, but you don't know my name. You don't. Storm don't know Shanae. It's all right. I don't fucking care. Like, I'm that bitch. It doesn't. So you say my name and all of a sudden I'm gonna grow 50K overnight? Like, you think I care? Okay, girl. Okay, girl. And he over there clinging to dear life to Conscious TV. Stormisha, don't nobody give a fuck that you like Conscience? So do I. So you're not gonna force him to be a part of this. Like, leave him alone. Like, yeah, shout out to him and his content and all that good stuff. Again, his video was completely disagreeing with mine. And shout out to Conscious. Shout out to Conscious TV, girl. Leave him out of it. Like, stop it. You're not gonna make me mad at him. I'm not mad. He has the right. I love how he puts things and whatnot. He knows how to disagree without being disrespectful. I have no problem with him. Like, stop, bro. Leave him out of there. Ooh, apartments available says, you are a mean girl. Forget Storm. What about the others? Are you a mean girl? I don't know what any of that means. And I would not trust to get no apartment from you. You talk about some day available in New York. I'll pass. What they got in Staten Island? I don't know what that means. I am a mean girl. I am Regina George. I am. And on Tuesdays, we wear pink and you are wearing blue. So you cannot sit here and neither can Stormy shit. What is either one of y'all going to do about it? What is either one of y'all going to go what? In them available ass apartments. Like, what are y'all going to do about it? You can't sit here and neither can Storm. Okay? Neither one of you can see her. I'm Regina George. This is my school. This is my school. Neither one of y'all can sit down. I'm a mean girl. What about it? What I mean, what about it? What about it? You don't like that? Oh, girl. What about I'm a mean girl? So, what about it? I'm an honest mean girl. What about it? Oh my God. Who y'all pressed? Who got mad? Oh my God, he a mean girl too. He's just subliminal about everything. You know, that's what FABs do. Do you not know what that means? Do you know what the FAB is? Do you know what that is? Do you know what that means? Right. Okay, I'm a mean girl. So, uh, what about it? Undefeated in high school. What about it? Right to their face. Right to their face. Right. A funny mean girl. Thank you. Like, what about it? I'm a very sweet person, but at the same time, like, these are these YouTube streets. Trust no one. These are these YouTube streets. Like, whoa. Sean, he was really having meltdowns. Wasn't he? He was getting calls in. And yes, he was live now being a funky fresh mess. Girl, wasn't he over that funky fresh smelling a mess? Talking about just got there about workout. You still fat. You're still fat. What about it? You know how us gays are. Very judgmental. You're still fat. What about it? You coming in here with these titties telling us that you worked out to say what? To say what? To say what? Stormy shit is an awkward girl. He absolutely is, girl. He was over there pressed without air receipt. He was over there pressed without air receipt. I said, just put the receipts up. Why is you doing all of this? He lied talk about some, this is not about one person. This is not for one person. You sure? Then why are you saying it? Why we got the same title? I did mine first. Is this another exclusive of yours? He sat over there in that live and said that R. Kelly people did not want him to talk to Natasha, producer. I said, is they hearing? Are y'all hearing this? Not R. Kelly people didn't want him talking to his friend in 30 years. Talk to your friend in 5 minutes. We know you just about to meet him as you call, but we would prefer you talk to him. Girl. Oh my God. I said, oh, he was over here beige lying. What is with all these beige lies? I'm just like, what is going on? I was like, oh my God, he over here funky from the gym, funky fresh looking a mess and lying and beige. Oh my God, it's too much. It's a triple threat. It's a triple threat. So I'm just like, oh my word. On my worst Slay, I'm not doing nothing. Slay, he was over there talking to me. So why not? Why not? We over here live. No Slay. No, a moderator. No Slay. He did this. He did this. Slay the beige said, girl, Stormisha Alizé Mokashe, tropical storm, rainforest, sleet, rain, snow, tornado, hurricane, tropical mist. Montrez Monroe sat over there and said, girl, that girl, listen to me, Slay. Are you listening to me? Okay. Girl, Slay. Girl. He said that R. Kelly's team did not want him to talk to Rick Party his friend of 30 years, they would prefer him talk to introduce right now. This gonna be your first time ever talking to him, but we would rather you talk to him. We would rather you talk to a complete, total stranger than to talk to your friend of 30 years. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, mm, mm. And he said it's because he's unbiased. He's non-biased, unbiased is what he says. But here's the weird thing. In Rick's audio that shout out to Natasha, Simone, yay. Shout out to her. Y'all. The conversation with Rick and R. Kelly was very unbiased. The man wasn't railroading R. Kelly. He wasn't throwing, shade or daggers or anything like that at R. Kelly. It was very unbiased. A very comfortable conversation. He let R. Kelly speak. The same thing. The same thing. Girl, Kel's tears, girl, so I got haters all over the world. I got hoes. I got hoes in different area codes. I don't give a fuck that that no neck. He does not have a neck. He does not have a neck. Let me go to your comment, girl. He does not have a neck. He does not have a neck. I don't argue with people that do not bring. If you can't bring your neck to an argument, we don't have nothing to talk about. He does not have a neck. I am not about to argue with somebody chin to chest. Ain't no chin to chest nigga about to get me in my fifties. Like, that's just not going to happen. Girl, it's like, if he can't take his neck out his pocket and have this conversation with me, we don't have anything to talk about. We don't have nothing to talk about. He need to worry about why he was sitting over there bragging about allegedly sleeping with victims. That's what that were. That's what that were. He need to worry about why one eye's cocked and the other one is not. Girl, you in these apartments, you still here. I was looking forward to being a big YouTuber like you. Don't. I'm not feeling it. I'm not feeling it. But when you start talking about smart, you say about, my little feelings got hurt. That's where I was coming from. Girl, just like I don't care about your name, I don't care nothing about your feelings. You weren't concerned about mine when you said what you said, so why I got to be concerned about yours? Why do I have to be concerned about yours? Who are you? And did you get, is anybody in them apartments yet? Like, girl, like, stop it. Let's not do that. Let's not make it seem like I attacked you. I don't know you to attack you. Stop it. You said I'm a mean girl. I am. What did you expect? Like, you know how dogs bite? Yeah. So you walk up and pet it, it might bite you, but they do that though. So it's not like unexpected, you know. I just find that weird. You know, you're not going to call me a mean person and then I'm going to say something sweet to you in return. Gross. Moving right along. Right, they'll bite you. They will, right. Walk poking the bear right in the middle of the stomach. Right in the middle of the stomach. Right in the middle of the stomach, girl. And expecting it just not to do nothing. Expecting the bed to just, hibernate. No, girl. With multiple R's and an exclamation at the end. Like, you try. Like, girl, I was looking forward to being a big YouTuber. Who told you it was going to be one? Who told you that? Yes, Stormisha has a mangina. Girl, it's over there itching. It's over there itching tonight, girl. He said that R. Kelly people didn't want to talk to his friend in 30 years. He wanted to talk to, you need to talk to this stranger. You need to talk to this 2-seconder before you talk to this 30-yearer. Okay, girl. Right, in different area codes. Girl, we got a lot of haters. What about him? What about him? What about him? He sat over here with no neck and didn't have no smoke. So you can't go elsewhere coming for me like you're weird. Like, you're supposed to be a man. Like, ooh, you're supposed to be a man. You sat over here on my panel with no neck at all. You sat over here with asthma. Yes. You sat over here with asthma. Yes. That is what happened. And you didn't you didn't pop at all. You couldn't be more respectful. He sat over here, the D dude. He sat over here fat, uncomfortable, and respectful is what he did. He sat up, he was real big here. He was real big on the screen. But I mean, he wasn't popping his ish. Shout out to Jovante in the chat. Oh, hi, sweetie, I love you. I mean, he wasn't popping then, you know. So you can't be in my face and not get your issue, and then go elsewhere and get your issue. You're weird. Because I'm just gonna get my issue like when I see you. Like, I'm not gonna have the chance to get my issue and then leave because you can't get your issue then. Then you just talking ish. Then you just talking. Like, we could have had a conversation. Whatever I was on Stormisha panel, I could have been to my face. Like, you could have said all that to my face. You know, you chose not to because you don't have a neck. So again, yeah, that's girl. That's falling on deaf ears. That's falling on deaf ears. LaShawn don't know that Miss Barbara. Child, who let her in here? Who's Miss Barbara? What's going on? Danny Robinson, I love you. I love you, Danny Robinson. Man, no neck. No neck. No neck at all. That's what we're not about to do. Stormisha sat over there, y'all, and tried to make it seem like I was jealous that he talked to a predator. And I want to talk to say, like, again, I don't have anything. I'm the type of person to where I keep the same energy. So I'm not about to sit there and if that's why I said the interview like with somebody like myself and him and R. Kelly, it would never work. Because I'm not coddling him. He's a narcissist. So he's not about to sit here and blame everybody. But I'm not doing none of that. I'm not doing none of that. I'm not about to kiss his. No. I'm not doing none of that. We don't need to have a discussion at all. I'm already popping. I don't need him to do so. That's the thing. Like when you're Poppington, like you know you are Poppington. Like, I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. Like, I make stories pop. I make stories pop, not interviews. I don't sit around and DM stalk celebrities all day, praying that one of them will come onto my platform. Like, no, I'm good. I am good. Shout out to Jovante. She's here in the chat. She's just on Surviving R. Kelly, the final chapter and the ones before that. I'm not in that woman DM asking her for no interview. I'm not in that woman DM asking her to come. That would be great content. People would definitely tune in for it. You know, and all of that. I'm not about to. Hey, Jovante, you want to come on my platform and relive all your traumas? You want to come on my platform and discuss things that make you tremble at just the thought of? No, I'll pass. I'm good. I'm good. I can congratulate her from a distance and do content. If I'm going to be viewed, I'm going to be viewed. If I'm not, I'm not. It's that simple. This is not my end all be all. I was that bitch before I arrived. That's what the girls don't get. That's what the girls can't gather. Like, that's what the girls can't get. That's what the girls can't gather. Nigga, you was sleeping on an air mattress at Tasha K's house. When you were doing that, I was in my walk-in closet in my 2-story home. My 3 stories technically, minding the business that pays me, with 7-8 cars in the driveway that are still there, new additions. Like, yeah, don't play with me, sweetie. Like, yeah, don't get gathered. Like, that's weird. Again, you need this. You do. Like, gross. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, stop comparing yourself to me. Like, you are literally dependent on this. That's why you have to do an OnlyFans, a Patreon. You have to do everything that $1 is connected to because you need every dollar. Stop comparing yourself to me. Again, it's gross. Stop. You got a body, I do too. I do too. I could be on OnlyFans as well. What are you talking about, son? Like, I could be there too. I have children. I have pride. There's too many things that I have. I have too much self-esteem to be on OnlyFans. My self-esteem is not low. I don't need any validation. I have it. You need to be validated by people. That's why you have to go for, it's women and men and my DM and all of that stuff. Again, you need validation. I do not. Just like you got a DM, I do too. Do I discuss mine? No, but I'll show it. I'll show it. I'll bring a receipt. I'll pull it up. Look. Like, boy, please. Like, stop. You're beige. Be it. Like, ugh, just like gross. It's the it's the pretenders for me. Like, it's the pretenders for me. Like, girl, jealous of what? Like, okay, all right. I'm original. That's something you can never say. I'm original. You were built. I never had no boss. You the one who got to go live and say that I don't have a boss. What's understood don't need to be explained. When I'm coming forward saying that I don't, the most you'll hear me say that I don't have no is mentor. Something you can't say. Here, flip. Like, ugh. If I had a mic, I'd drop it. Like, oh God, gross, gross. Gross. Like, gross. Like that's what I'm saying. Let's look. The drag, it's there. This is light. I promise you. This is light. This is light. The only thing that you can't say no to is mentor, sweetie. Like, girl, bye. The first thing I can say no to is the last that you could. Like, yeah, you tried it. You tried it. That's why you are doing everything in your power to get away from your mentor. Like, yeah, you are doing that, not me. And, yeah, and no, bitch with no fade chasing me down the street. And yeah, that's not what's going down. That's not what that were. That's not what that were. These shoes ain't running behind me. I trip her. I trip her. I trip her. She ain't chasing me nowhere. This chases me nowhere. I promise you. This the last thing you see before you go to sleep, and the first thing you see when you're waking up. These size 17s. These hairy 17s. That's on you, sweetie. You're the roach in the corner that she's going to kill, girl. Yeah. Yeah. The raid on her feet. Yeah, you're the roach. Yeah. You tried it. You tried, sweetie. Let's not do that, girl. Let's not do that. I win every time. Let's not do that. Let's stop signing up for fights we know we can't win. That's why I'm keeping it light, because I promise you, I could drive people for filth. For filth. Like, girl, he be trying it. Like, he be sitting over there. I'm not talking about one specific person. Yes, you are. But he won't say my name. He don't have to. He don't have to. I've never told you that you are a success. I haven't congratulated you on ish. I ain't never came underneath one of your videos and told you you lit. I ain't never been ever. For what? Don't you wish you could delete this? Stormisha. Don't you wish you could delete this? Ooh. You don't have to say my name, bitch. You know exactly who I am, girl. Don't you ever forget it. Don't you ever forget it. Don't you wish you could delete that? Don't you wish you could do that? Yeah, you can. So, yeah, I don't need any validation from you. You validated me enough. Okay, sweetie? You validated me enough, beige. You've done that enough. You let me know that I'm a complete success. Thanks, Scott. Thanks, Scott. Yay. Who you said Sean's talking about you too? Who you saying that to? Girl will drag. I got the girls mad. This is how you set the streets on fire. And it's Friday. I was like, it's Friday. And we ain't doing nothing. Let's set these. I got all the girls live. I got all the girls live. I said, watch this. Watch this. Oh my God. Storm. The two of us need look no more. We both found what we were looking for. Oh my God. It wasn't nothing going on. It was like, why not? It was like, why not? It was like, why not? It's like, we ain't doing nothing. I'm bored. I'm bored. When I got bored. Tiff West, all she do is work. That's all she do. It's Tiff West's fault. I'm just gonna blame her. You know, She has not been keeping me in check. She has not been doing any of those things. So, yeah. What else did he say? Why not? We're over here. It's a late night live. Might as well keep y'all entertained. Um, he said that he did edit it a lot, right? But he has a problem because again, he never said that he didn't edit it. He didn't say that because it's obvious, you know. So I mean, it may again to a listener, someone that has an edit that doesn't do edits or know what certain edits sound like, it may pass right over you. You know, you may hear it and think that it's just that's exactly how it was, right? And then you have people that know edits, people like me, and I know an edit when I hear one. So, and it's just audio, so that's what makes it worse because all you can do is listen. Like it's you don't have anything distracting you, like a visual. A visual can be very distracting to where you're so busy watching something to where whether it stuns you or shocks you to where whatever words is being said at that time is completely going over your head. You know, but when it's just audio, that's all you again you have to focus on. So with the edits being done, like I said, even if Storm did talk to R. Kelly, I still feel like he didn't get much tea, and he used the audio from Natasha Simone. I still feel that way. I'm not changing my mind. Like I said, I don't. He can play all of the audio. That's fine. He even said that he edited out his own questions. Like who edits? And then he said he says he edits out his own questions, which weird weird. It is like reality TV. He says he edits out his own questions. It's like, why would you edit out your own questions? It's your interview. Now, do we want the entire interview to be about you trying to make it about you? Of course not. Duh. But as an interviewer, you have questions. Okay? So why are you removing your questions? Why? Why? That doesn't make any sense. You removing your questions with your audio removes the authenticity of the video and the audio, I should say, because it's you. So with R. Kelly taking over the entire conversation, allegedly, you don't want it to sound like you just took it from somewhere else. It's very important that you are heard. And then he says, I took a lot of ums and uh-hums and yeses out. What? No, there was a lot of those. There was some that part's very gay. But there, you know, there was a lot of gay stuff he said. So I don't get, you know, you saying that or thinking that it's smart to edit yourself when there's barely any of you at all in the audio. The little part that you do got in this movie, you trying to chop it up, sweetie? You trying to chop it up, sweetie? Oh, not obsessed, girl. Not obsessed. Bye. Not obsessed, girl. That's too big of a word. Oh no. Please don't ever put my name in that word and his name. And that's too big. That's too big. Hating, better. um Hater, better. You know, call me something like that. Upset, gross. Why you so obsessed with me? Girl, think is it safe to say that you're obsessed with me? Because you're over here. So would that be safe to say you're not obsessed with me? So then would it be foreign for me to say that I'm not obsessed with Storm? Would you believe me? I believe you. I believe that you're not obsessed with me. I believe that. So if I said that I'm not obsessed with Storm, would you believe me? Tell me, would you believe me? Hair flip. So back to being obsessed. So Stormisha chopped a little piece of the movie that because the movie real short, y'all, 15 minutes, a short film, and the little scene that he did have. Well, I believe that Stormisha cut that shit out because Stormisha was sitting on that phone calling R. Kelly daddy. Oh my god! I feel like he was on that phone calling R. Kelly daddy because that's what R. Kelly liked for his girls to call him. I believe that he was sitting over there calling that man daddy. Okay, that's what was sitting over there going on. So, because he said that he slipped and was calling him Rob. Now you slipped and he was calling him daddy. Pimp daddy. You was over there calling him daddy. That's what that word. That's what that word. That's what that word. He was sitting over there accidentally on purpose, calling that man daddy. Okay, that's what that word. So, y'all, if you barely in the audio yourself, right? And this is your interview, your exclusive with parentheses, big ones. The biggest parentheses you can find. The biggest parentheses you can find, right? why, why are you chopping yourself down? This belongs to you. Okay? Here's another very telling thing, because y'all know I'm nosy. Waffle come, Stormisha sat over there and said all of this stuff about Natasha, right? Barely wanted to say the woman name, but he ain't hating. Barely wanted to say the woman name, but he's not hating. Okay. Again, I'll say people name. I don't care. I don't look at it as I really don't care. I will say her name. I will. So y'all, he know everything about her, right? He know that it was her audio was shared on the Shade Room, and then her talking, a few other places and whatnot. That she's not a known YouTuber. That the video didn't really go nowhere, the audio didn't really go nowhere and whatnot. It didn't go viral, anything like that on YouTube. He know all of this stuff about her, but still says that he has an exclusive. How is it an exclusive if you know that all of the information that you are displaying in this video with Robert Kelly is already out there? How is this an exclusive? Why are you writing exclusive? How is this exclusive? That doesn't make any sense. Go ahead. Yeah, y'all fine. You make noise. So it's like, how is this, an exclusive? Again, with parentheses, because he knew. You would have thought, because what I'm thinking, if the audio isn't stolen, he don't know who she is. He don't know who she is. Because why would he be putting exclusive to something that is not exclusive? And she put her audio up of her phone call with R. Kelly 5 days ago on YouTube. 5 days ago. Mm-hmm. But he just yesterday puts up exclusive phone call. Huh? Now I would understand him putting that up if he had no idea who Natasha was. No idea about the audio, about the phone call, nothing. Now, if he didn't know, that would make complete sense into why he puts exclusive. But to know all of this information on this woman and to know that she definitely dropped this audio that she got into a Tasha K. She didn't just get into a Tasha K yesterday. She didn't get into it with Tasha K the day before yesterday. She was on Tasha K's platform. Tasha K interviewed her. All of this, and she bit, and that was some time ago that she was on Tasha K's platform. So all of this about this woman, and know that it was shared. This same audio was shared on the Shade Room, and which are two huge platforms, the Shade Room and the Neighborhood Talk. But you get the same information, right? knowing this information already exists, and you put exclusive on it. But I'm not supposed to think that you merged and stole some audio from this woman and placed it into yours because you felt, like I said earlier on my live, you go listen to my live, before he said a word, I said that it was because she is not a big YouTuber or a bigger content creator, is the reason why he felt okay with taking her audio and merging it with his so that his interview can sound better, because his interviews sound trash. The audio from it was trash. So since they basically had the same conversation, he took parts of what hurt from her interview, from her audio, and placed it with his. Like, okay, what about it? You're still a thief. You're still a thief. You feel like it's okay to steal from smaller YouTubers because they haven't blown up yet. Everybody has to start somewhere, but he's a cheater. He was handed a position. So the grind, he doesn't understand. He doesn't get the grind. So when he sees a smaller YouTuber, he thinks that they're going to pretty much be there forever because they don't have a Tasha K. You're not going anywhere. You don't have a mentor. It's fine. I could take this. You know, I matter. You know, you don't matter. And he also stated that too, that R. Kelly's team wanted him to get it because of him being able to make it go viral, him being able to make it pop, him being able to make. Ain't nobody watching that ish. That's why I say he should be thanking me. He should be thankful that I said something about it at all, because ain't nobody else talking about that ish. What? Now the people that are in the R. Kelly sector, the ones that consistently speak on R. Kelly and everything around him, of course, they're going to pick that up. Yeah, that makes complete sense. It's about what they talk about all the time. So yeah, but just mainstream content creators and whatnot, ones that talk about celebrities in general, no. Ain't nobody talking about that ish. And he says it's because it's a lot of people are hating on him and don't like him for whatever reason. No, Stormy should tell the truth. You don't get the winos anymore. You don't get the winos anymore. Conscious TV and Storm Monroe are friendly. They have a YouTube relationship. Why wouldn't Conscious talk about it? That makes sense. That makes sense for Conscious to talk about it. Conscious he supports people. He's a real supporter. Like he supports people. He does that. If Larry Reid or somebody like that he's friendly with drops something too, he supports it. He definitely does. That's not me calling Conscious a nobody. That is expected. And Conscious is not even in that. I don't even put him in that arena. Like, he doesn't even qualify to even be added in with anybody I would be throwing in that arena. Conscious TV is not R. Kelly sector, none of that stuff. He speaks on a plethora of different topics. So again, if I want to beef with Conscious, I'm a mean girl. I don't need any assistance. I have never encountered, typed in, tapped on a video, been in a live of anybody I'm afraid of, sweetie. I promise. I promise. If I want to have a problem with Conscious, I'll have one. I'll have one. I'll do it though. I don't need any assistance. I've never needed help getting in trouble. I've always did it alone. Because that's who I blame, unlike R. Kelly. But yeah, when again, when I no, you're fine. I'm just saying again, it can look away when certain things like that are being brought up, especially after what I just said, because then it make it look. So that's why I'm saying something, because I don't want it to get misconstrued as if I am talking about Conscious, because I am not. If I wanted to, I would. But, if I'm going to make a problem with somebody or have an issue with somebody, it's going to be organic. I have no issue with Conscious TV. Love them down. So again, if we're going to have a problem, it's going to be because of us. Ain't nobody going to create one for us. I'll pass. Again, it's the same thing with Stormisha. Organic. Did nobody make me not like him? He did it. He did it. So if we became cool again, that would be him. He would have to do it. He would have to. Because I showed Stormisha nothing but love. Nothing but love. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why a gay chaser can never make me feel any type of way. A gay chaser can never make me feel any type of way. Nobody supported Storm. I supported Storm. Heavy. 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 Just like he did Von Ray. Tasha told him to stop messing with Von. He listened. He just did it. He was letting people tell him what to do. Like, he's spineless. You know, not me. Like, I've always had a backbone. Sorry. I've always had a backbone. Just like he fell out with Von. Him and Von did not have a problem. Him and Von were fine. They had no issue. Stop it. They had no issue. There was no reason for those two men to fall out. He was told to, and he just listened. Like, gross. Like, have a spine, brain, anything. Like, I mean, there's too much estrogen in here. Like, that's what I said. A gay chaser can't tell me anything. Like, that's what I said. Like, they could never phase me. Just like a wino can't phase me. A gay chaser, y'all can't phase me. Y'all cannot phase me. Like, girl, y'all the same people that talk about Storm. Y'all went from loving Storm and then him falling out with Tasha to y'all hating him. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. Shut up. I could become cool with Storm right now, and you same hoes, you same gay chasers will be over here. Sean, I'm so glad you and Storm get along now. Yeah, F all y'all. Mm-hmm. Middle fingers all around the table. No give backsies. Middle fingers all around the table. Like, y'all are pressed ass bitches that sway the way of the wind. That sway the way of the wind. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah, a gay chaser can't tell me anything. We don't have nothing to discuss. Nothing. Nothing. We don't have nothing to talk about at all. At all. Y'all was the same bitches, you know. Team hate Mr. Wiggins. Armand and Storm become cool again. Here come you hoes. I'm so glad I could come over here now. I'm so glad my fake ass could come out the bushes. And y'all think that y'all have us pressed? What? Ooh. Y'all have to realize excuse me, all fake bitches in the room, please realize that you're a fake ass bitch, that you are an FAB before you speak to me. y'all have to realize that. Girl, y'all gotta stop that. Tasha and I becoming cool right now. Y'all gonna come on my chat. I'm so glad. What? You so glad you ain't gotta be a fake ass bitch no more? You so glad you don't have to be an op? Yeah. A wino, a gay chaser. None of you can tell me anything. Okay, you guys are fab. You guys are fab, and I don't mean less. You guys are fab, and I don't mean less. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, don't play with me. Stop. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Y'all don't want these problems because I'm gonna win every time. I promise. I promise. Like, she says, Storm looked weird. I used to support Storm. And you still can. I mean, again, I'm not the stay away from Storm police. I am not the if you deal with Storm, I want no dealings. I don't care. If you're a fan of Storm, my advice to you, if you're a fan of Sean, is to STFU. That is my advice. It's that simple. When I'm dealing with two content creators and they don't like each other, when I go into their chats, I'll just say hello. That is the most I'll say, if I say that, and I won't say another word, because I am neutral. I have nothing to do with anything that they have going on. Nothing. I'm not going to go into their chat and say, why are you saying this? Or why are you acting that way? Or why can't y'all just get along? Or what is the actual problem? Y'all are too gross. Like, I'm not going to do any of those things because that's between them. Like, I didn't help them fall out, so how am I going to help them make up? Like, ugh. Do y'all get that? You know? That's why it's not good to play the mediator, because you're the op. You don't mediate two parties that got along and don't. No. You leave it be. You leave it right where it was. You didn't help the relation start. Don't help it finish. Like, you just stay out of it. That's what you do. That's how you stay real. You stay real by staying out of it. You don't entertain it. You don't do that. Okay. And if you are, again, if you are going to speak, if you are going to entertain it, do it in a way that keeps you neutral. That's it. You don't get to come pick a side. Like, you don't get to do that. You don't get to go over and even if you rock with me, you don't get to go over in the Storm's chat and be like Team Davey. I mean, you can go and write that, but you're going to be frowned upon, blocked, delete. I mean, timed out. I mean, you can, but again, it's better to just go over there and watch him and just watch him. Like, if you support me and you don't support anything he's saying or you disagree, just watch him. I've never told my supporters to go attack anyone. I don't do that. I do not tell my supporters. I tell my supporters to go and support, but I do not send my supporters to do anything. Y'all go over there and do no. That's why I don't have a name. Now, the most I'll call my people is I'll say we're the uncheckables, or that's the most I'll say. But like the gay chasers and the winos and stuff like that, no, because they don't speak for me. They speak for themselves. Everybody is an individual. So I would prefer us not to be grouped, because then when you go in somewhere and you're dropping that team logo or that team name and whatnot, you just look like the op, like immediately. And again, people will always try to make you a content creator seem as if they're doing something. So if my people go over to the ops chat, oh, he sent them over here. Or no, I didn't. I don't send my people. I don't do that. Like, you're not going to pull up any live from where the station head, stereo, B, or wherever I've been, and me telling my people to go attack anyone. I don't do that. I handle my own battles. I constantly encourage my people, do not go over, even if somebody is coming for me, don't go and say anything. Because if they shift the energy onto you, now because they're a content creator, so they have a voice. And you can feel bullied and harassed, and stuff like that. So don't do that, because I don't have any power of them coming for you. Now, I have power of them coming for me, but I ain't got no power of them coming for you. I can't stop them from coming even if I come for them, they can still target you. So it's better for you to just say nothing. I would prefer you say nothing at all. Come tell me. I would rather you come and look, Sean, this part, before you go over there and have to do it yourself, because that's what they'll instantly say. Oh, he sent that person. He sent that. I don't send nobody to do a damn thing. Like, I don't do that. Like, I barely even send my kids to do stuff, let alone grown ass adults. So I'm just like, yeah, no, Sean does not do that. I don't do that. And that's why, again, I don't have a name for my, my following. I don't. The most I'll say is that we're the uncheckables. That is it. Other than that, I pass. We don't. That's what that were. That's what that were. To say that is the hardest lesson I've learned being Sean's friend. Absolutely. I do not encourage it. I'd say, don't you go, because she'll call me and she'll be texting. She'll be like, Sean, I'm saying something. I'll be like, Tiff, go, abort. Tiff, abort. She was like, no, my finger's over the send button. It's a paragraph, Sean. I'm like, no, Tiff, what? But yeah, I encourage that. I do, because I don't want people that I care about being attacked. I care about all of my supporters. So somebody attacking y'all is going to bother me. It's going to bother me. So I can take somebody coming for me. That's fine. I would prefer it. I would prefer them put all that energy towards me, than them put it on to y'all. Because I can take it. I can tolerate it. Sometimes y'all think y'all can, but y'all can't. Because it'd be a lot. It could be a lot. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, I'm built for it, so let me take all the blows. I appreciate the support. I appreciate you F with me. And, you don't like hearing people say certain things, but that is fine. I think that is great. Love you down. But at the same time, they coming for me. So I'll take care of it. If it needs to be dealt with, I will deal with it. But if I feel forced to respond, if somebody's coming for somebody that I care about. So if like one of my moderators or one of my subscribers is being attacked, because of me, then it's like I feel obligated. It's like, now I feel like I have to say something. So if I want to ignore that person, it's easier for me to do so if they're not coming for y'all. You see what I'm saying? So it makes it a little harder. when they coming for y'all, because then it's just like, now I gotta say something. Not because no, they talking about my moderator. No, they talking about my moderator. So no, they talking about my sub. She be over here all the time. No. So I gotta deal with it. But it's authentic over here. Like we get down. I know there's a lot of content. Even myself, I'll speak for me. I'll even cuss out people in my chat, and stuff like that. But to me, it's all in fun. If you come at me disrespectful, I get to disrespect you. No, I'm not the bigger person. Gross. Gross. I'm not the bigger person. I'm little. I know I'm 6'4". I know it's of greatness, but it's still at the same time. If you disrespect me, I am the same height as Tory Lanez. Okay? Me and Tory car seat lanes are the same height. I am not the bigger person. So it's the same thing with Stormisha. I am not the bigger person. No, I am not mature yet. No, I am maturing. God is still working on me. Yes. But see, I'm honest. I'm honest enough to say that. I'm honest enough to say that I still do have a lot of immature qualities. I do. I do. What about it? Oh, well, like I can say that. It's not something that I'm necessarily proud of. I'm not saying it, but at the same time, I'm not stirring away from it. I'm not stirring away. And sometimes it's okay to be a little bit immature. Sometimes it's all right. Sometimes it's all right. And then, it's a time and a place. So I get it, but no, this is YouTube, this is content. Like, yeah, no, I'm not the bigger part. Oh, it's unfortunate. I'm not the bigger person. No, sunshine. I'm not. No, I'm not the bigger person. No, I'm literally like 1 foot, 12 inches tall. Like, no, it's going down. What happened? What you say? What? What? And that be the problem with people. A lot of people realize about Sean is that no one is off limits. No one is off limits. Okay. But at the same time, not everybody deserves acknowledgement. Not everybody deserves it. But I fear no one. I fear no one. And that's why a lot of people drift the other way, steer clear, of me because they know, like, okay, he will absolutely, we could take it there. We could take it there. Like, or you could go your way and I can go mine. So that's what I chose to do with Storm. Again, I don't like Storm. I'm going to continue to shade him. Oh my God, like, oh God, because everyone tells me the answer to everything, but who gonna check me? Like, because it's going to happen. So, get over it. Like, it's gonna happen. It is. I don't like him. It's fine. I don't hate Storm. Well, I don't like him. I'll just say that. I'll just say that. Stormisha is not scared of me. Stormisha is just not a kiki. He's not a gag. He's not a roast. He's not a roaster. He's none of those things. That's why he likes people. So even me, even myself. Shout out to Tasha K. When she was at the beginning of her Cancel Storm campaign, that just went around last year. At the towards the end, summer, end of summer, beginning of fall. Tasha stated multiple times that Storm watches me. Shut up. We even have the audio. We have the audio here on the channel. Storm watches you all the time. Storm watches Shine all the time. Storm watches Shine all the time. Storm watches Shine all the time. Yeah, he a whole fan. That's why it's hard for Storm to come at me because he likes me. And Storm know that he is wrong, but he don't want to take accountability, and that's fine. So I'm gonna do what I do, just like he do what he do. I'm gonna do what I do. Just like he do what he do, I'm gonna do what I do. It's that simple. It's that simple. He said multiple times, even out of his own mouth. We have that on recording as well. I like Sean. I don't say that. The feeling is not mutual. I do not say that. I don't. Mm-mm. Oh no. Oh no. I don't say that at all. I don't even slip and say it. Like, yeah, that doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. I don't like him. Yeah. I don't like his content. I don't like his beard. I don't like the acne under it. There's a lot. I don't like him. It's fine. That's how, just like he, doesn't have a problem. He acts as if he doesn't have a problem with me. That's fine. Like I don't care. I don't care. You know, Tasha Kay would definitely be involved with me. Tasha does not want any involvement with Sean. Well, besides last year, towards the, in the fall, she said that she would offer me a Kibi Studios contract. She did state that. She did. She said that out of her own mouth. She said that I am a talent. That she would put me up on a stage. She says I'm a comedian. That I do make her laugh. She did say that. She admitted it. Right. Um, that's not me going over there to. Oh, this is my opportunity to go and kiss Tasha's ass. No, what Tasha doesn't like about me is what she respects about me at the same time. Tasha know that I don't want any dealings. She knows I don't. How I look like calling out Storm for using Tasha and riding that woman like a mule all the way until he got to a point of success on his own without her. And then I turn around and do the same thing. I don't want to use Tasha. I've never wanted to use her. I don't want to use her. I feel like enough people, I've said again, enough people have used her. Yeah. A lot of people have used her. They have. So I don't want to do that. I don't want to do that. I would rather us have the energy that we have with each other right now than her to be able to say that she ever did anything, gave me anything. No, I'll pass. Because that's Storm's issue. That's why as much as he want to cuss her out, he got to give her a pat on the back at the same time. I don't have to do that. I can just cuss her out. I can just cuss her out. I don't have to. I don't have to go to the antics that he has to do to, beat around the bush, all of that. He go live calling her old girl. How you calling her old girl like you got more clout than her? How you calling her old girl, but she in your titles? Literally the video before this one. Her name is in Flashing Lights, Lights, Lights. Her name is Flashing Lights. But you live tonight talking about some old girl? You doing everything in your power not to say anything disrespectful about oh girl? Girl, you so pressed. But I'm jealous. Jealous of what? Jealous of the paperwork that you had that you no longer have? Jealous that you finally feel freed? That you don't feel like a slave as of last year? You got to make that make sense. Storm, nobody knows what I make because no one has shown it. If so, it's going to have to be me, right? Tasha put all your business on Front Street. She treated you like the minion that you are, the follower that you are. You're weak. I'm not weak. And I stand on my own too. Big dot. You went from Tommy Sotomayor being your mentor to Tommy dropping you because he didn't see it for you to clinging on to Tasha and having her do the same thing. Again, you are a follower. I've been leading since delivery. What are you talking about? I've been leading since they said it's a boy. What are you talking about? Like, you're weird. You're weird. You're weird. Sorry, girl. Self-made. You can't say that. Try it. I dare you. Say hashtag no mentor. I dare you to go live and say that you ain't where you at right now because of Tasha K. Like, don't ever play with me again in your life. as long as that berry, basically hairy beige chest is going up and down. Don't do that. Don't do that. Jealous of what? Jealous of who? What? Not you. Okay, it'll be some people. You could put some people on this earth that I may be jealous of. You are not on that list. I promise you. I promise you. You can't keep treating people like we're coming. No ho. We arrived. That's simple. Mm-hmm. We arrived. You're literally live talking about Tasha, old girl, like she's still coming. No, Tasha's arrived. Uh-huh. Absolutely. Just like without my mother, I wouldn't be here. Just without Tasha, you wouldn't be here. No, not the woman that gave birth to you. No, 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 no. Yeah, because she gave birth to a whole loser. So, literally, like, you don't know anything else. That's why you're so awkward, because you're a loser. Like, you're uninteresting. Like, I'm just saying, like, that truth be told. That's why relationships and all of that stuff is hard for him, because he's uninteresting. He's just not an interesting person, because he don't know who he is. That's the thing. In order to have an identity, you have to know who you are. And if you don't know who you are, be traveling towards that person, and experience time is what gives you that. When you going around trying to be everything other than, that's why he hopped from topic to topic to topic to topic to topic to topic to topic, because he has no identity. There is no identity when it comes to him. And an identity is when you see certain things in certain content creators' topics, in titles, you're going to go to them because of the information, the breakdown, the feeling that they have behind what they are doing, the passion that is behind it. So I may put something in my title that you have no interest in me talking about, but then somebody like King Payne or someone else can put it in their title, and then all of y'all flock over there. Because he's going to talk about it differently. It may be a story that he's been following, a topic that he's been talking about consistently, or something like that. I'm just jumping on. I'm just getting here. So, of course, I'm not going to that is what he does. He hops from platform to platform to platform, topic to topic to topic, and still has no sense of identity. His channel is everywhere. Everywhere. And that is the problem. You don't have an identity because you are so used to it being, your story being written for you. Tasha was in complete control. Tasha, her husband, and Chelsea was running the ship. You were the alleged talent. Even Tasha herself, the main reason Tasha kept working with you is because Tasha is a narc. Tasha didn't want to fail. Tasha didn't want to fail. Tasha was forced to make you some sort of success. That's why she removed herself at a certain time, because she didn't know if you were going to rise or fall. She had no idea because you didn't have it. That's why she stopped bringing you on her platform to do interviews after the T.S. Madison situation and whatnot, because that's when she realized that you don't have it. You don't have what I'm looking for. Honestly, that's what it's giving. You didn't have what she was looking for. So she didn't want to fail, and she did have a contract with you. So she did what that contract stated. And Storm, you stated the same thing. What she was pressed about is that Tasha didn't work with you more, that Tasha didn't put you on her platform more, that Tasha didn't incorporate you in her bigger stories more. That is what you were pressed about. That's why you're so pressed about Chelsea when Chelsea moved to Georgia. That was the problem, was that Chelsea was getting way more FaceTime than you did. You done damn near moved down the street next door to Tasha, and you barely know when she home or gone. But then Chelsea comes down here and she just gets to do just whatever she wants. No questions asked. and I can barely get you on the phone. Mm. He never complained about Tasha not doing anything for him because he can't say that. She did plenty. She put you on the map. She did. She did that. Oh, yeah. There's YouTubers that pray for the Storm Monroe package. Mm-hmm. Here, flip. That's just true tea. That's just true tea. Again, being on YouTube is very hard. It is not an easy thing. So the ones with the cheat sheets don't get to act as if they not new to this, they true to this. How? How? 2 mentors deep. I ain't had not a nail, and I'm at where I am. Yeah, let's not do that. I didn't have anybody telling me do this, do that, tag this, tag that, title it this way, put this, do this, some. I didn't have that. I didn't have that. Mm-mm. Talk about this, come on my platform and do this, and then just being affiliated. Him being affiliated with Tasha opened doors for other people to want affiliation with him just because of her. So let's not do that. Jealous of what? You don't have an identity. You don't even know who you are. Gross. Like, yeah. I mean, I'm still on a journey when it comes to finding myself, but overall, yeah, I know who I am. I know what I want, and I know what I don't want. I do. He don't. That's why he don't know where to go. I'm a true advocate when it comes to victims. That's not something that I just play with. So how I look like sitting over here on my platform advocating for victims, but I'm supposed to be jealous of an R. Kelly interview? A predator? Yet we don't talk to those. We don't talk to those. And when we do, we hold them to their ish. Yeah. Uh-uh. Yeah, we don't talk to those. I don't talk to the ops. We don't do that. Uh-uh. Oh no. Oh no. There's way too many victims that support me for me to be sitting over here with a trigger. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'll pass. We don't have nothing to talk about. Like I said, no, I would not take an interview with R. Kelly for what? That's y'all talking to a dead man. Yeah, R. Kelly's thrown away. Absolutely. Shout out to his fans that live in a land of delusion. Shout out to all the people that say, free R. Kelly, a man that will not be freed. They can release R. Kelly from jail right now. He's still going to be in prison. His life will never be the same. And it's all deserved. It's all deserved. Bill Cosby out of jail, he didn't live how he lived before. He doesn't live that way. Oh, no. Oh, no. While that man was in jail, you don't think he owed people money? You don't think there was still businesses and stuff that was still... Yeah, all right. Okay. You don't think while he sat in there, that bank account just... ain't that what happened with R. Kelly? Oh, okay. The longer he sat there, the quicker that account down, 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 down. Same thing with Tory Lanez. The longer he sits, the more that money gonna go down, 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 down. There's way more going out than in when you're in prison. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. You're in prison. Right. And nobody, no. You're gonna look up and Tory Lane's gonna be broke too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Especially depending on how much time they give him. If Tory Lanez don't get out within at least a year, poor is what he will be. Poor. He do more than 5 years. Oh, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Because music changes. Every 10 years, music changes. And music is already changing again. So he do 5 years and get out and come home 5 years later. Yeah. It's gonna be a whole new roster artist, a whole new sound. So him coming trying to sing, rap, and all that stuff. Him coming to try to Drake the situation. Now he's still gonna have fans and whatnot, but it ain't gonna be the same. It'll never be the same. Same thing with R. Kelly. He can get out and go on tour right now. It's not gonna be the same. It's not gonna be the same at all. Oh no. Oh no. So what I look like being jealous because you talk to a predator. Like we don't talk to them. We don't talk to those. We talk about R. Kelly. I've never said anything about. I've never reached out to anybody on his team. I've none of that. None of that. So if I'm gonna be jealous, make it make sense. Make that make sense. Like jealous, man. Jealous. Okay, girl. Okay, girl. Not jealous. I'm jealous that you talk to a man that. Okay. All right. All right. And then again, if I talk to R. Kelly, I'm gonna hold him to his ish. But R. Kelly is an emotional narc because he's the type of narc that when he gets caught on a lie or about to get caught on a lie, he gets extremely emotional. Rather it's angry, rather he cries, because I feel like he uses crying as a defense mechanism, like all of that. Like that's just what he do. So again, R. Kelly does not want, still to this day, in 2023, he still has taken no accountability for anything. Nothing. What do myself and Robert steal your churn, hide your daughter, Sylvester Kelly, have to discuss? In his mind, when he states that he's done wrong things, they are certain things that he does not mind taking accountability for because he feels that they can be forgiven. But what he did on that tape with Rashona at the age she was, him doing what he did with Aaliyah and marrying her at the age she was, and what he did to countless of other young ladies that came forward and told their story, the ones that are being honest, he takes no accountability. Even after being found guilty, because now he can speak on these things. They're not going to try him again. All the main reason he don't want to speak on nothing because he's trying to appeal certain things. But let these appeals not go through, and they say like, "Look, there's no point. They're not." He might have a different tune. He may change his tune. But while he's trying to gain freedom, even listen to his phone conversations during the interview with Rick, an authentic interview. Um, when Rick asked him how he's doing, terrible. You know, everybody know how I'm doing. You know, I don't know why, because I'm living under horrible conditions. It's like everything is literally about him. Not one time does R. Kelly, Robert Steal Your Churn Kelly, come forward when he does speak in the public and bring up his children, even still to this day. Still to this day. Still to this day. He does not bring up his children. But the super mammies, they don't have an excuse or an explanation for anything like that. All they know is that freak hells. You know, that's all they know. But this man still does not bring up his children, worry about their well-being, how they are, nothing. A good father, no mother, no one but God, and almost not even him, could keep them could keep him away from his children. Mm-mm. No. A good father will go the distance. A real father will never make it possible to not have a relationship with one of his children. And the same thing with mothers. That's what real mothers do. They don't even make, that's not even an option, you know, of them not raising their kids, admitting their kids' life and whatnot, getting them from at least childhood to, infant to adulthood. He don't bring them up. He don't say nothing about them. He could care less about his children. He is that narcissistic to where his children have no meaning at all. In the Gayle King interview, she brought up his children. Mm-hmm. R. Kelly's issue was having to pay child support. Mm-hmm. He ain't on Gayle King talking about some, I've tried for years, months, days to try to get my kids, see my kids, spend time with them. No, he does not care about that. He want to bring up the fact about how he pays so much child support. What, what does that matter? Who cares? Who cares? Your children are being brought up. How do you feel about them? None of that matters, though. Let's not talk about that. You know, R. Kelly's such this wonderful person. Yeah, he don't give a damn about any of his children. Those kids do not matter. He sat there and allegedly interviewed with Stormisha, interviewed with a Rick. Rick shouldn't have to bring up R. Kelly's kids. He should. He should feel like he's in prison because he's missing everything that's going on with his kids. I'm missing their life. His kids have had a lot of struggles, went through a lot. He don't even care about that. He don't bring them up at all. But people want to make it seem as if he has some type of compassion. Compassion for what? Compassion for who? No. Even still to this day, he won't take accountability for what happened with Aaliyah. And there's a marriage certificate. You have eyewitnesses that say, we were there. We took Aaliyah, a teenage girl, to go get a fake ID. Here's the pastor. The pastor even comes forward and says, yes, I married them. Short ceremony. Both of them wore tracksuits. You know, you got all of these people coming forward stating this. But he says, even still to this day, none of that happens. So again, everyone is lying except R. Kelly. No one has told the truth. All of these people, from the enablers, the victims, family members, all of these people are coming forward saying these things. But every single last one of them are lying. That blows me. That's where accountability comes into play. Because again, all of these people ain't lying on you. So take accountability. Even if there's stuff that you didn't do, you don't have to be accountable for it. That's fine. Just take accountability for the things that you did do. Because then that makes him seem more human. That's why R. Kelly constantly says, I'm not a monster, because he knows he is. He says he's not a monster to convince himself of that. People call R. Kelly a lot of things, but not everybody calls him a monster. When someone does call him a monster, that's why it sticks out to him, because he agrees. He agrees. He knows he's a monster. Go back to the song, I'm a Bad Man. I'm a bad man. I'm not ashamed of it. In those lyrics, he's stating, I know the things that I've done is bad, because I believe that he does have an inner battle to what makes it more so of him making bad decisions instead of him necessarily being an overall bad person. An overall bad person is just that. They're bad to everyone and everything around them. There is no good that comes from them. So with R. Kelly doing great things for people, doing a lot of great, good things, being a blessing to a lot of people, that means that there is good in him. There is. But the good, like I said before, does not overweigh the bad. It does not outweigh it. There's way more bad than there is good to him. He's made way more bad decisions than he's made good decisions. If you knew that reading and writing, you were that your education level was very low when it came to it, then that means get educated. Fantasia Barrino being an example. She didn't graduate high school. She was a poor reader, poor with math, all of those things. So she went back to school. She went and learned how to read. She went and learned how to do math, arithmetic. She went and learned those things. She went and did them. Oh, well. Oh, well. He didn't find out at 55 that he couldn't read. He knew it his whole life. Just like Fantasia wasn't a strong reader her whole life. That didn't happen because she dropped out of high school, because she got pregnant. That did not happen because of that. She had learning still to this day, learning disabilities. She's still going to struggle with certain things. She's still going to struggle with certain words, pronunciation, and things in that nature. There's people that don't have learning disabilities and whatnot and still struggle with pronunciation and punctuation, and stuff like that. Fantasia decided a decision. If R. Kelly would have decided that, ain't nobody around him throughout his entire life going to tell him to not pursue it. How many times have R. Kelly came forward and said that there was plenty of people around me that prevented me from getting an education? How many times did R. Kelly say there's plenty of people around me that would not allow me to go back to school or to be a better reader? Or he's never said that one time. But he will come forward and say time and time again that these people stole from me. I fired this person to hire this person so that this person can start coming and steal from me. No, nigga. You should have went and learned how to read so you could read a damn check. So you can read if they took $1,000 out of your account instead of $100,000. You didn't do none of that. You didn't want to learn. You knew what to put in them NDAs. You found out ways to protect yourself from doing certain things to certain people. You made sure you figured that shit out. You made sure you had enough understanding to have people write certain letters, and you made sure you did all that to protect your sexual appetite. You made sure that those needs were being met. But none of his supporters explain anything like that. But they always want to try to make it seem like we are so one-sided. We are so biased. No, we're not. Ain't nobody excusing him because that is the problem. He's been excused his whole life. Ain't nobody trying to hear that ish. That is a crutch. He uses that as an excuse. He didn't want to learn more. He didn't want to be more because then he truly doesn't have one. Again, a what? An excuse. If he wanted to learn how to read, it wouldn't matter that people was doing certain things, stealing from him, certain contracts being bogus. If he want to learn how to read, none of that stuff would, because you know how to read. TLC signed a bogus contract. Why ain't nobody coming for their intelligence? Saying, oh, what y'all can't read? Ain't nobody saying nothing like that to them. It's not that they couldn't read. They didn't. They didn't read it. No different with R. Kelly. It's not the fact that he can't read. He didn't. He don't want to. You a grown ass man. Huh? How you writing music, but you ain't writing? You writing songs for other people? No. You in the booth singing. And then other people are writing the lyrics down, typing the lyrics up, and sending them to these other artists that you are selling these songs to. You've done nothing to brighten your horizon. You've done nothing to be educated. You've done nothing to do any of those things at 55 years old, still trying to say that I can't read good. Hi, my name Lil Daryl. At 55. About to be 56 tomorrow. Y'all want him to be a child so bad, like his supporters. He's not. It doesn't matter if he's mentally something this and mentally the age of this and mentally the age of that. Ain't nobody trying to hear that shit. He 50 fucking 5. That's simple. Like, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Y'all, you're any way to pacify him, any way to be a mammy, any way to try to excuse him because y'all child sitting in jail for doing the same shit. Well, mine's not. Mine ain't. Mine back there laid down. Both of them. I want to find anyway. Since Lil Rodney in jail for taking the coochie. And I know I'm a good mom, and I know my son ain't no bad person, so neither is he. They need to free him. Oh, okay. Because you want them to free your child for doing this. Girl, because you want them to free your man because that girl lied. That girl wasn't telling the truth. She lied on your man. Because your prison pal went to jail for that, but the girl lied. But prison bae, tell the girl. I cannot. I cannot. Please stop trying to excuse that man because you can relate. Please stop trying to excuse that man because y'all can relate. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. But I have to get out of here. That's all I have to say. Um, this live will be being put on members only. So if you are not a member, become one. I'll leave it up for a little bit longer. But yeah, this will be a members only live. This is, a chill for my people, type of live. So so it's gotta be out of members only. So yeah, but I love y'all. I have to get out of here. That's all I have to say. Until the next show, I love you all. Thanks for entertaining me, joining me for the super sets. Oh, hold on. Because there was sorry. Storm, girl, get some rest. You mighty pressed. Girl, you was over there in your 50s. You was over there in your whole 50s. Get some rest, girl. It ain't that serious. It's you just stole a little piece of audio. It's okay, it's just a little piece. So I mean you're not a big thief. You're more so like a small thief or like a petty thief, misdemeanor. It's okay. So I mean you just stole a little piece. You know, I mean, it's okay. People have stole more, you know. So just live in it. Live in it, whore. Live in it. Okay. So I love you guys. Until the next show. Bye.